So I tell our employees every day, remember, we're not making washing machines or cars here. We're making medicines that change people's lives. And that's why people come to work at Vertex every day. And it's particularly important because, as you know, it takes 12 to 15 years to make such a medicine. So you've got to do it for a lot of days to be successful, and it's a very high-risk business. And it's that connection to the patients that actually provides the motivation for our employees.
We remind ourselves every day that the patient is waiting. So if you decide, do I continue work today or not, you say, patient is waiting. I have been part of one of our most important products, Humira. I've met many patients who are benefiting from Humira, and I've seen how this drug changes not just the life of a patient, but of the whole family that has become the support system of the patient. So I know exactly what these drugs do, how they transform patients' lives.
Well, when I began my career, I was actually in the packaged goods and the telecommunications industry, and I thought that they were intellectually interesting, but they weren't helping patients. So the idea of doing something interesting that was actually helping patients drew me in.
Shire's HTT's research focuses almost exclusively on rare human genetic diseases. We are looking into many of the diseases caused by monogenic mutations, looking at ways to treat the entire disease. Most of the patients that we serve are very, very ill. Many of them have terminal genetic diseases, which if we can intervene early enough, we can actually not only extend the lifespan, but give them essentially a normal life.
The way in which one looks at the human condition is to generate hypotheses, to try to use the best information and science available to test those hypotheses, and then use whatever tools are available. When those tools aren't enabled, one works with other innovators to find new tools to be able to find better approaches, whether it's the ways in which we've done pathology for a long time with light microscopy and then sets of probes, stains that have helped us to look at cellular and molecular substrates of a variety of different components of pathology, or in developing tools now to look within life, in vivo. These are approaches in which questions are being asked, and that drives more discovery. It's why healthcare has been such a remarkably successful enterprise in translating ideas into new approaches to care.
In our own pipeline, which is focused on cancer, we have more than 15 candidate drugs that we consider to be either first in class or potentially best in class. And that's what we're after. We want to provide patients with new options. And several of the cancers we're most focused on have no cure. So we're trying to provide a survival advantage. We're trying to provide life extension. We're trying to provide much higher quality of life and durable remissions for the brave patients who are battling these specific cancers.
One of the nice things about the Boston area that actually makes it relatively unique and certainly rare is having the depth of experience both in biotechnology personnel, in medicine, and in the academic community. And we actually do many of our preclinical studies in the academic community around here. We take advantage of all the medical facilities with the multiple physicians in the area. And we certainly have taken advantage of the experience in biomanufacturing. We have used many of the firms locally to make some of the materials that we have not been able to make ourselves at a larger scale. And actually it's been very beneficial to move our drugs forward quickly.
Well, at Synovian, our vision is all about advancing the science of medicine and improving the lives of patients and their families. We strive to accomplish this through a meaningful combination of drug discovery and support of patients, families, and the communities which we serve.
What excites me about Bio coming here is that we can show to the world how Massachusetts has from end to end things that can fully help the patients that really need it the most.
EMD Serono, they made the whole getting it approved by the insurance company transparent to me. They took care of all of that. They provided a nurse that came to my house to train me to use the therapy. When they're working on new therapies as we speak, all these guys are out there trying really hard for us, and I really appreciate that.
You've got science, you've got technology, you've got investors, you've got a talent pool that is fantastic, and as a senior member now, you also have a cadre of similar-minded people that you can go and get advice, be it scientific advice or be it business advice. So it's a wonderful, wonderful community to do what we want to do, which is really bring innovation to the patient.